put out there.
Yeah, he's a real piece of work. And also, Mr. Richard Flores appreciates your living room because my co-host, or one of my co-hosts on my All Dodger show, he works out of the kitchen. So,
yeah, I think it's pretty nice, actually.
Where was? Hold on, let's get to the full screen there. Where was your? That is nice. That's a lot of floor plan there. Look at that.
There's a lot of
man. ESPN paying the man.
Oh, it's really not that expensive.
I know where I'm going for my dancing lessons. We're going to Greg Bergman's house.
Plenty of room. Plenty of room.
So much room for activities. All right. Let's talk about Shohei Ohtani because he, I guess, is tied with greatness, if you want to call it that, or a flash in the pan fluke season that was Cody Bellinger's 2019. But I'm calling it Cody Ohtani here. Most Dodgers homers for a Dodger in the first half. Shohei now ties Cody Bellinger with 30 bombas here in the first half, and he's just been show damn good. You see here, first 86 games. Shohei just keeps extending this sort of record. He has been phenomenal. 30 homers is a Dodgers franchise record over 86 games, and listen, if we're saying first half, I'm like, the first half technically has passed, but I know we don't call it the first half until you get to the All-Star game. But superlatives about Shohei, throw them at me.
Yeah, there isn't enough superlatives out there. Yeah. But Shohei is one of the most amazing players I've ever seen play baseball, and I don't think that's hyperbole in the slightest. He does things that you just don't see anybody else do. The 30 home runs, the 50-50 last year. Every time a big moment happens, he is usually right in the middle of it. There's nothing. He's going to, at some point in this season or next season, he's going to have a multi-home run game and pitch 6 innings shutout ball. Like, it's something like that is going to happen, and that's just something that we've never seen. And this is, everybody compares it to Babe Ruth because that's the only guy that's really done both. But Babe Ruth didn't even do this type of stuff. He stopped pitching. He pitched like for a little bit, and then he went straight to hitting, and that was it. So this is on a whole nother level for anybody else. The guy is just a monster, and every time he hits, you think it's going to leave the park. The fact he's a Dodger just makes everything so much more exciting.
Yeah, he is a fun baseball dude to watch. I saw this. I just want to throw this up, completely derailing any semblance of continuity to the show. But I love Alex's comment. It says ESPN Moolah. that's pretty dang good.
I'm telling you, if you saw what my rent check is every month, you would not be saying that.
hey, listen, Greg loves some good rent control. I tell you what.
Yes, he does. My last name. Actually, I won't do that.
Yeah. Hey, listen. We don't want to get too crazy. Hey, Diane is checking in from Vegas. What's going on, Diane? Hopefully, you're winning all the slots or whatever people do in Vegas. One guy who's trying to win himself a ticket to the Midsummer Classic is Andy Pajes, trying to be a first-time National League All-Star, and he had himself another solid game, couple hits in here, an RBI double, I believe it was, in the first inning. But he has been incredible with runners in scoring position, and overall, I mean, he is just a complete baseball player. And we've talked like off and on, Dodgers really haven't created a solid position player for quite some time. Last guy was probably Will Smith. You could definitely say Will Smith. Gavin Lux didn't really pan out. Like, is Andy Pajes? Is it too early to say like he is the real deal? He is a budding, I don't know if it's superstar, but a budding star in this league.
Oh no, he absolutely is a budding star in this league. I mean, I think we saw some of it last year, and it just wasn't really fully clicking. And then you saw what was going on at the beginning of the season, where that wasn't at all. People were clamoring him to go back down to AAA, but it was always like, all right, give him some time, let's see what he can do for a little while. And then all of a sudden, it just flipped out of nowhere. He was running into outs. He was a terrible base runner. He was overrunning balls in the outfield, and he was saying, "Oh my God, this guy's a mess in the outfield," but he has this crazy strong arm. So, you got to keep putting him out there. Now, instead, he's a great defensive outfielder. He is not running into outs. He is hitting with runners in scoring position and just hitting in general. He has more home runs than he did all of last year, and we're only halfway through the season. And he has just become what everybody expects a guy to come up from the Dodgers organization. And it's just nice to see that there's another one in the pipeline that came up and just doing just that. Because without him, this team is not in first place right now. Without him, he was stealing home runs for Roki Sasaki, stealing home runs from everybody.
Forgot about that.
Hitting home runs. Like, the guy has just been, without him, I mean, you have all these other superstars, but without him, they're losing games in the middle of the season.
Because
Absolutely.
Who else would be playing in the outfield? That's the thing. I mean, maybe we see more Ha-Seong Kim or whatever, but I love Andy Pages. He deserves all the flowers he is getting these days. Mike Schilt knows his effing name now. Oh, we could say fucking on the show, but he knows his name now, and I hope people are voting for him for the All-Star game. I do have two more, I don't know if they're spicy questions for you, but I think they're two more hot-ish questions for you. Hot-ish. We're kind of done with game talk. I want to talk about two other things, but first, you guys are going to hear from Alana and I about DraftKings.
Nothing beats relaxing on a hot summer day and watching baseball. And the simplest way to get in on the action is to download the Pick 6 app from DraftKings.
Yeah, it's crazy simple. You just pick more or less on the stats for two or more of your favorite players, and boom, you're in the mix for big cash prizes. Nail your picks, and then you start heating up. Pick 6 brings upside and payouts up to 500 times.
Pick 6 from DraftKings is the most fun way to play fantasy sports. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code FOUL. That's code FOUL for new customers to get a special sign-up offer. Better payouts, bigger wins, only with Pick 6 from DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. For additional terms or responsible gaming resources, see pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
And we're back. I told you we got Greg Bergman here hanging out with us. Alana, she's having a vacation, well-deserved vacation. She will be back with me on Monday. I'm going, I don't know who's with me on Thursday yet, but I will be live on Thursday. And Greg, before the game, we saw a shot of Miguel Vargas getting his World Series ring. Listen, do they just give away too many World Series rings now? Like, the Dodgers win this year. Like, Zach Penrod, I think, gets a World Series ring. This is my spicy question. Are there just too many players receiving these rings?
So, yeah, I think so. But at the same time, like, if you were one of those players, if you were Miguel Vargas, do you want that ring? Like, I get it for Miguel Vargas. Without trading Vargas to the White Sox, we don't get Kopech. You don't get Flaherty. Like, you don't, like, things, or not Flaherty. You don't get Kopech. And that was a big part of the bullpen dogs.
It's part of the same trade. It was a 3-team trade, I think. But even so, go ahead.
Yeah, all of it. Yeah, they all kind of melded together. So I get it for him, but, like, would you even want that World Series ring? I don't know if I would. I mean, it's cool to have it, but you're like, yeah, I was traded, like, 2 months into the season, so
yeah, it's
I didn't play in the postseason. I mean, I could get if you're on the team, but don't play in the game. Like, Clayton Kershaw gets a ring. He was on the team.
Yeah, but, and he played an important role in the middle of the season. The only reason he wasn't a part of, the postseason roster is because he was hurt. You understand that much, but like. Let's say like a James Paxton. I'm trying to pull up last year's roster. Like Jason,
really important at the beginning of the year.
Imagine Jason Hayward getting that ring. Like if I'm Jay, I don't want that ring. Here you go, Nick Ahmed in there. How about Ahmed Rosario?
Oh, geez.
There you go.
Back and forth.
That's where
he likes to hit home runs off the Dodgers.
It chucks that sumbitch right there. But those are the ones. Taylor Trammell, Dodgers legend. Taylor Trammell.
Did he play like 1 or 2 games?
It's 5 games, 6 plate appearances, negative. Gavin Biggio in the flesh. We're going to sign out of here real quick. But I don't know. That's just funny. I think there's too many. Too many rings going out there. You know what? I have one more thing, but I don't really care. It's going to be more just old men yelling at a cloud, and I don't think we need to do that. Cole asking Manuel Margot or bringing up Margot. I don't think Margot would get one. He was traded during spring training. But then again, this organization's all class. I would not be shocked if they still gave him a ring just for being around. That said, I would like a ring.
Yeah, I'd like a ring too, but I want to know what I want to yell about a cloud. I like yelling at clouds.
Well, the final thing, quickly, because I know my boys are going live at over on my YouTube channel, but are there also there's just too many Dodgers on the All-Star ballot here?
There's a lot, man, and if they right there, that's only 7. The one's missing. Pages isn't on there. Oh no, he is.
No, Pages is on there. Shohei is not on there because you can't vote for him. He's locked in there. But listen,
yeah.
Teoscar, I love him, doesn't belong on there. Pete Crow Armstrong is an absolute star and deserves to be on there. Ketel Marte is your starting second baseman for the National League.
Acuna Jr. is going to be out there. He's been great the last month, and it's in Atlanta, so he's going to be in the outfield.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Pages should be out there too.
I would love for Andy Pages. Yeah, I think he will. And Dave running the team, I think that plays a good role as well. We want Muncy. Oh, Donnie Boy. That's the one guy who needs to be on there. Max Muncy's having a hell of a season, and it's a better season, in my opinion, and statistically, than Manny Machado.